this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Did you know Microsoft has officially ended support for Windows 10? Upgrade to Windows 11 with an LG Gram laptop. Voted PC Mag's Reader's Choice Top Laptop Brand for 2025. Thin and ultra lightweight, the LG Gram keeps you productive anywhere. And Windows 11 gives you access to free security updates and ongoing feature upgrades. Visit lgusa.com/iHeart for great seasonal savings on LG Gram laptops with Windows 11. PC Mag Reader's Choice used with permission. All rights reserved.
Season 2 of Unrivaled Basketball is here, and the talent is unreal. The best women's players on the planet are running it back with even bigger moments and bigger stakes. Don't miss as Paige Beckers, Nafisa Collier, Kelsey Plum, Brianna Stewart, and more take the court and redefine the game. This isn't your regular season. This is Unrivaled, where the pace is faster, the energy is higher, and every athlete shines. Unrivaled Basketball, Season 2, sponsored by Samsung Galaxy, tips off January 5th on TNT, True TV, and HBO Max.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then, you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like EFTs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing, Inc. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC. SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox. Valpak. It's brimming with deals from big name brands and your favorite local spots. Dining, services, stuff you're already buying, all for less. And you could score $100 or other instant prizes just for opening it. Or save even faster with mobile coupons you can use right now at Valpak.com. Valpak. There's definitely something in it for you.
The world's best ski and snowboard athletes are chasing medals. Now you can follow their every move. Join Insider, the official U.S. ski and snowboard fan loyalty program, and get premium viewing at World Cup ski events, exclusive athlete meetups, discounts from brands you love, and a custom welcome gift mailed direct to your doorstep. This winter, show your support as they race for the podium. Head to insider.usskiandsnowboard.org and join today.
The alleged strike on Cruz residents could scuttle the peace.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not good. I heard about it this morning. You know who told me about it? President Putin told me about it. Early in the morning, he said he was attacked. It's no good. It's no good. Can't do it. And I learned about it from President Putin, and I was very angry about it.
You're listening to the 47 Morning Update with Ben Ferguson.
Good Tuesday morning. It's so nice to have you with us on the 47 Morning Update. And we've got two major stories for you. First up, Governor Tim Walz breaks his silence in the fraud scheme in Minnesota. What he said is going to shock you. He's not holding those accountable who are committing the fraud. Instead, he says he wants to bring in more Somalis into his state. We'll have those comments from him and the fallout from the federal government in just a moment. Also, President Trump in Mar-a-Lago having two major meetings. One with Netanyahu as reports surface that Iran is working on chemical and biological warheads. And then also meeting with Zelensky and talking with Vladimir Putin. So what happened out of the meetings? We have it all for you. But first, I want to tell you about an amazing opportunity right now that I'm involved in, and I cannot wait for you to take advantage of it. I want you to take some incredible courses at Hillsdale College for free. You may not know this, but Hillsdale College has been influencing conservatives like myself for decades. They had a huge impact on Charlie Kirk's life. And even as memorial service, they talked about how Charlie took class after class after class at Hillsdale College. Hillsdale College is now offering for you, the listeners of this show, more than 40 free, I want to say that again, free online courses. That's right, more than 40 free online courses. You can learn about the works of C.S. Lewis, the stories in the book of Genesis, the meaning of the U.S. Constitution, the rise and fall of the Roman Republic, or the history of the ancient Christian church, all with Hillsdale College's free online courses. Right now, I'm personally taking the Constitution 101. In this course, you're going to explore the design and the purpose of the Constitution, the challenges it faced during the Civil War, and how it has been undermined for more than a century by radical progressives and liberals. This 12-lecture course is self-paced. It's another reason why I love it. So start whenever and wherever. In our country, we need more Americans like you and I that understand the Constitution and can defend the freedom of the American people against the left and their increasing encroachments on our God-given rights. So start your classes today for free. Start your free Constitution 101 course right now. How do you do it? Go to hillsdale.edu/morning update to enroll, and it's no cost. It's easy to get started. You got to use the special website, hillsdale.edu/morning update. Enroll for free, hillsdale.edu/morning update. It's the 47 morning update, and it starts right now.
Story number 1.
Fallout after the viral video showing widespread fraud in Minnesota doesn't seem to be stopping the governor, Tim Walz, from doing what he does best, standing with the Somali community. Not only is he refusing to answer questions from the media, he's now saying he wants to bring more Somalians into Minnesota to back up the fraud and abuse apparently that's already happened. This coming out of Seattle as Tim Walz ignores the questions about apologizing to Minnesota over the Somali fraud. And then listen to what he had to say at a luncheon about it as well.
Governor Walz, what can you say about the latest on the Somali fraud that happened under your watch, sir?
Governor, have you been able to apologize yet to the people of Minnesota for allowing this Somali fraud to continue under your watch?
Of the people of Minnesota.
Is it time to apologize? How about the whistleblowers that you have allegedly retaliated against? Would you like to respond to the whistleblowers?
And right now, our neighbors are being demonized. Our neighbors are being terrorized. Our neighbors are being picked up off the streets. The antidote to that is positive actions to improve lives that go against what they're trying to do. So instead of demonizing our Somali community, we're going to do more to welcome more in and welcome people in. Instead of cutting programs, we're going to use.
That's right. You just heard the governor of Minnesota say instead of cutting programs filled with billions of dollars of fraud, we're going to enhance those programs. He said instead of getting rid of people, we're going to be more welcoming. Instead of demonizing our Somali community, we're going to be bringing more of them in, welcoming more of them in. Why would a governor, after billions of dollars of fraud is exposed, would say something this out of touch with reality? Well, it's very simple. Governor Waltz knows that he could not be reelected without the Somali community. There is a large voting bloc, and the Somali community votes basically 100% of the time together. It's not like normal America, where 50% are conservative and 50% are liberal, or 45% are conservative and 45% are liberal, and then there's the undecideds in the middle. The Somali community, you get all of them or virtually none of their vote. And Governor Waltz is basically saying, I'm willing to sell out Minnesota's taxpayers and federal taxpayers to save the Somali community, putting them ahead of American citizens that are being defrauded. Which brings us to the Trump administration's response to this insanity. The Department of Homeland Security, under Secretary Noem, has now confirmed that federal Homeland Security agents are actively conducting a major fraud investigation in Minneapolis, focusing on the childcare centers and other alleged rampant fraud schemes. Agents have been observed going door to door at suspected sites as part of the probe in the last 24 hours. The administration is portraying the operation as part of a broader effort to protect federal funds and ensure accountability, framing these activities as legitimate law enforcement actions that are expanding. And that moves us to the FBI. FBI Director Kash Patel has announced that the Bureau has also surged additional agents and new investigative resources to Minnesota at large to investigate what officials are describing as a large-scale fraud schemes involving federal aid programs amounting into the hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. Director Patel characterized the known fraud cases as possibly the tip of a very large iceberg, referring to previous investigations like Feeding Our Future and new leads sparked by the recent media attention as well as whistleblowers coming forward. That also brings us to the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, known as ICE. They often work under the Department of Homeland Security, and it has been reported that they are targeting suspected fraud sites in Minnesota to identify and address possible immigration-related violations, including checks on legal status and enforcement where applicable. Some news reports are also indicating that there have been door-to-door operations connected with the fraud investigation that also involved immigration enforcement elements. Specific numbers and targets are in flux, but we will keep you updated on when we get the hard numbers. Now, all of this has triggered a federal response because of the viral social media video showing alleged empty daycare centers, and nonetheless receiving no significant public information from the governor, the attorney general of Minnesota, or even from the mainstream media. Conservative leaders, including Ted Cruz, Vice President Vance, have publicly praised the video's impact in drawing federal attention to the matter as well. The FBI and the Department of Homeland Security response also blends long-standing fraud investigations with new actions tied to the recent spotlight on the Minnesota programs. Which brings us back to the Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. He is being criticized by federal figures and GOP lawmakers. The Trump administration framing the situation as evidence of lax oversight of federal funds. And officials in Minnesota are even angry as well, bringing up broader claims emphasizing existing efforts to fight fraud, and the whistleblowers were punished by the governor. So that brings us to where we are now. What we know is it looks like law and order will be restored, even if the governor says we want to bring in more Somalis for more fraud, even when he says that we're demonizing those that are taking billions of dollars away from American citizens. So Governor Waltz can hang out on stage and say this is his plan, but it's clear that law and order and law enforcement is going to take place, and it could even involve the governor himself.
Now story number 2.
There were major meetings in Palm Beach at Mar-a-Lago between President Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, as well as Zelensky, talking about the wars that have been taking place in different parts of the world. We'll start first with a meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu, and there were positive developments. Trump hosting the prime minister at Mar-a-Lago for bilateral talks on regional peace as well as security. There was a public display of a strong alliance, especially after liberal media outlets were claiming that there was major tension between the two leaders. Both Trump and Netanyahu projected unity and cultivated a positive atmosphere around them, exchanging compliments and emphasizing that U.S.-Israeli cooperation and relations have never been stronger, yet again showing that the fake media was lying. The peace plan discussions were also a very important part of that conversation. They discussed a U.S.-brokered Middle East peace plan, including Gaza and broader regional issues, which brought us to some of the new information coming out of Iran, as Iran, we're now being told, is working on chemical and biological warheads. Donald Trump was asked about that as Netanyahu was standing next to him. And here's what the president had to say about Iran, their nuclear arsenal, and regime change.
I'm not going to talk about overthrow of a regime. They've got a lot of problems that are in. They have tremendous inflation. Their economy is bust. Their economy is no good. And I know that people aren't so happy, but don't forget, every time they have a riot or somebody forms a group, little or big, they start shooting people. They kill people. And the people tend to, I've watched this for years, there's tremendous discontent. They form 100,000, 200,000 people. All of a sudden, people start getting shot. And that group disbands pretty quickly. So I've watched it for years. They're vicious people, yeah.
Mr. President, will you support an attack, Israeli attack on Iran if Iran will not have a deal? If Iran will continue with their ballistic missiles and also nuclear weapons?
If they will continue with the missiles, yes. The nuclear, fast. Okay? One will be yes, absolutely. The other was, we'll do it immediately.
President Trump making it clear with Netanyahu by his side that the two agree on this. There's no way that Iran can get a nuclear weapon. And if they start producing biological and chemical warheads, the same fate of those Iranian nuclear sites will happen again. Which brings us to Donald Trump meeting with Zelensky. Donald Trump's engagement with Zelensky was about moving forward, diplomacy. It also included a phone call with Russia's Vladimir Putin after their meeting ended. Progress towards a peaceful framework was the bottom line for President Trump. They reviewed an evolving peace plan proposal aimed at ending the Russia-Ukraine war. Both indicated movement towards common principles and continued negotiations. There was also security guarantees that were discussed. Ukraine was offered a 15-year U.S. security guarantee as a concrete part of the peace framework, something Zelensky described as an important step forward, even if he prefers longer commitments. And then there was a follow-up diplomacy with Russia. After that meeting with Zelensky, Trump held what was described by the White House as a positive call with Putin to keep negotiations moving forward. Now, while a full peace agreement isn't done yet, today's actions reflect continued commitment to diplomacy, the White House said. Mutual talks between Kyiv and Washington and real movement on security assurances and negotiation channels is a constructive diplomatic direction. Overall, it was an important day for the president in West Palm Beach. It was an important day for Trump to host two major world leaders back to back and underscores the active U.S. role in high-level diplomacy. Discussions are pointing towards progress on peace initiatives, something the president desperately wants, as well as ongoing dialogue with Russia after the Ukraine meeting, keeping the diplomatic channels open. All a positive sign for what President Trump said we need: the wars to end.
Thank you for listening to the 47 Morning Update with Ben Ferguson. Please make sure you hit subscribe wherever you're listening to this podcast right now. And for more in-depth news, also subscribe to the Ben Ferguson Podcast, and we will see you back here tomorrow.
Did you know Microsoft has officially ended support for Windows 10? Upgrade to Windows 11 with an LG Gram laptop. Voted PC Mag's Reader's Choice Top Laptop Brand for 2025. Thin and ultra lightweight, the LG Gram keeps you productive anywhere. And Windows 11 gives you access to free security updates and ongoing feature upgrades. Visit lgusa.com/iHeart for great seasonal savings on LG Gram laptops with Windows 11. PC Mag Reader's Choice used with permission. All rights reserved.
Season 2 of Unrivaled Basketball is here, and the talent is unreal. The best women's players on the planet are running it back with even bigger moments and bigger stakes. Don't miss as Paige Beckers, Nafisa Collier, Kelsey Plum, Brianna Stewart, and more take the court and redefine the game. This isn't your regular season. This is Unrivaled, where the pace is faster, the energy is higher, and every athlete shines. Unrivaled Basketball, Season 2, sponsored by Samsung Galaxy, tips off January 5th on TNT, TrueTV, and HBO Max.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then, you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like EFTs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing, Inc. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC. SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Your ticket to big savings is that big blue envelope in your mailbox. Valpak. It's brimming with deals from big name brands and your favorite local spots. Dining, services, stuff you're already buying, all for less. And you could score $100 or other instant prizes just for opening it. Or save even faster with mobile coupons you can use right now at Valpak.com. Valpak. There's definitely something in it for you.
The world's best ski and snowboard athletes are chasing medals. Now you can follow their every move. Join Insider, the official U.S. ski and snowboard fan loyalty program, and get premium viewing at World Cup ski events, exclusive athlete meetups, discounts from brands you love, and a custom welcome gift mailed direct to your doorstep. This winter, show your support as they race for the podium. Head to insider.usskiandsnowboard.org and join today.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.